on TikTok. She wasn't like skinny,
just went live,
but she wasn't
fellas.
huge either. But she like squatting 405, and I was like just looking at my life, and I was like, you know what?
In the water.
Hey, you want to know? You want me to
What?
get you on game? You want to try to? Are you trying to get some strength up?
No, I'm doing
Playing
keto right now. I
outside.
got no strength in the gym.
You said no strength.
I got keto. I'm doing keto right now.
Oh, you
so
doing
no
keto?
carbs.
Yeah, you ain't got.
Yeah, I ain't got no energy.
Yeah, you probably ain't got nothing.
It's rough.
Nothing
out
to
there.
spare.
Are you cutting?
Yeah, definitely.
And
My-
for what? You got a show or something?
No, I'm not doing shows. I was like literally because I went from like okay, my journey was I cut to like 185,
Right.
and then I was like I don't like the way I look, so let me just start eating a little bit. I'm back up. I got back up to about 220, easy. In my body's that's where it's naturally at. So I was like, my girl's doing keto. I was like, let me do it with you. Might as well. I never done it before.
Why not?
You know it's not the best to do, right?
I mean, it's not the best, but I mean, it's like it's just a little challenge. See what I can get to. See how it works. It is what it
It's
is.
arguably more unhealthy.
It is arguably, but I mean, like
What's up, Ryan?
any diet you could say is kind of unhealthy.
I mean, if you just like to kind of a Mediterranean, just like straight real foods, and just so we're in a caloric deficit, maintain just maintain.
What's good, Christian?
And a slow caloric deficit, that's going to be the healthiest way to lose weight. That way, you're still having protein, carbs, and fats, all three necessities, but you're just slowly bringing them down as you continue to lose weight. You know.
Trying to be supportive. Trying to be supportive.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I
out here,
support
man.
you being supportive. I just want you guys to be healthy as well. You know? Because, some motherfuckers take advantage of the keto and the fat and just load up on cheese and fucking pepperonis and bacon and just be like, fuck it. You know?
Yes.
And then it's like, okay, your arteries are fucked. Like,
Pretty.
your scales
Pretty
may
much.
be moving down, but you're actually hurting yourself. So, what's the point?
Yeah, that was my first reaction was a lot of cheese, and I was like, this is not working for me.
Madness.
Trainer mode. That's what I do is steer people away from keto.
Trent, you read the chapter, bro?
Oh, you know what? Go ahead and mute myself.
This nigga.
Yeah, Richard. Yeah.
This
No
man.
way.
That's why
No
I asked.
way.
Before I started the intro, that's why I asked. I'm like, I guarantee this man ain't read the chapter yet.
Hey, I'm glad you know me so well.
I do.
All right, I'll be back. You guys go ahead and get started.
Came in here with the confidence of
Right.
like,
I'm right. 'Cause I'm
on
like,
the first
what?
call he answered, like, you know what? I'm here.
That's what
early.
I'm saying. I'm like, what? Trent here early?
I was in JD's stream when you guys called. I was like, okay, it's time, so I'm gonna hop over. And I was playing. I didn't know we were already live.
Streaming something?
What'd you say?
JD is streaming?
Yeah, on Twitch.
What were you doing?
Just streaming something. I was just in the chat in like the Discord chat, call or whatever. He's doing some like Smash or something. But
Oh, JD Legend. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he was a Smash.
Yeah. So well, yeah. So I figured I'd read it while we kind of just did our normal kind of bullshit talk, but that just didn't happen yet. I hadn't got around to it.
All right, well, go home and knock it out, bro. Go home and knock it out, man.
Yeah,
Oh man. All right, wait. Can y'all hear everybody? Let me see. Say something, JC.
Well, I don't know what to say actually.
That's good enough.
Oh.
Sarah, say something.
Something.
Yeah, there you go. Yo, it's literally 4:20. I didn't know all day until today. Until somebody said something.
All right. They can hear y'all. All right, so yes, Lothar, there's oh, you have to turn your volume way up to hear. Oh, it sounds good to me. I just listened to it, but I mean, I guess I don't know. But so we're gonna go ahead and get started. JC, you ready?
I am here and ready.
Sarah, you ready?
Go.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started, man. What's up, everybody? We are back with the Beginning at the End podcast. I am your host, JD, your Jataku Fix. Y'all already know who it is. We have our usual people today, JC, aka Always J Carson. How you doing, my guy?
Man, I'm doing great. It's a great day. It's not
Good.
solo, so I'm great.
That's good. You have an announcement to make soon, don't you?
Uh, no, I don't think so.
No. Okay. All right. Well, say that for another day. Sarah, Project Webtoon. How you doing, fam?
Doing pretty good, just chilling, man. Playing some COD, vibing out.
Well, you know, at least
What about you? What about you?
I'm doing good, man. Ready to talk about the kiss that broke the internet Friday, man.
Let me do that.
Yeah, it broke the internet, man. I also seen that Turtle Meat enjoyed everybody's reactions to the chapter Friday, so I thought that was pretty interesting.
He be low key spoiling everybody though. He need to slow it down.
Yeah, low key, but it wasn't too much of a spoiler. But yeah, I was surprised to see that. I don't know if he watched people's reactions or he was just looking on the internet. But regardless of the fact whether he was watching people's reactions on YouTube or just people's reactions in the comment section on Tapas, whatever the case may be, I was actually, just a little low key shot that he was, watching people's reactions and enjoying them. So that's always good to know that the creators are enjoying people reaction to their series and stuff like that. But
right.
So man, chapter 101. Not a lot of things happen in this chapter, but some shocking things happen in this chapter. Some things that may change the series for better or worse, depending on what route this takes, and we're going to discuss it. So before like I said, only one real thing happened in this chapter. Nothing really happened. So I guess we can just go ahead and just start off with it and go from there. So Tess pretty much took advantage of Arthur's weakness and pretty much gave him a nice big wet one, people. And it caught me by surprise. I guessed it was gonna happen, like in one of the shows we did, but when it didn't happen, I was like, okay, well maybe I was just completely wrong and this was never gonna happen to begin with. But it turns out that this was indeed a thing. This indeed happened. It happened this chapter. I wasn't expecting it. JC, I saw your reaction. You wasn't expecting it. So I guess we can go ahead and get into what our thoughts is on this. Sarah, let's start with you, man. What was your thoughts when you saw the kiss from Tess to Arthur, pretty much her taking advantage of his weakness and just letting him have it, man?
My ship has set sail.
But wasn't the ship already sailed, bro? Like, what's going on?
Indeed it was. Now it's just sailed even further.
Oh, so it's just out there, like Bermuda
It's
Triangle
coasting,
type
dog.
sail. It's just Bermuda Triangle type sail, huh?
Yeah, it's just vibing. It's just cruising.
Cruise ship. It's a cruise ship stopping at.
Yeah, I was not expecting that so early on. I'm gonna be honest. That shit really caught me off guard.
Right.
Hit me for a full 180, 100%.
It definitely did, man. I wasn't expecting it, and I guess it was the way it happened. Because you wasn't expecting it. We know that both of them like each other to whatever capacity, but in the webtoon, it was never said how much they liked each other or what they actually felt for one another. So just the fact that she took it upon herself and worked up the courage and brought out that kiss, man, it was something big, especially for Tess, who's low-key been kind of reserved a little bit when it comes to Arthur, as far as showing how she feels and stuff like that. But JC, what was your thoughts when you saw the kiss, man?
I mean, I wasn't expecting Tess to do it, of course, like none of us were, but
Right.
like I got to give props to Arthur for kind of just breaking the mold. And I know he uses this word a lot, but breaking the cliche, because I expected it to happen, but I didn't expect it to happen like at the very beginning. Usually in every other series we see, for the most part, there are certain series that do it this early, but it's a long drawn out process of them getting close to kissing and that type of stuff. But I mean, for it to happen so soon, I was shocked. I was like, he went the non-conventional route, and like there's no going back from here. There's no this was an accident. There's no anybody somebody tripped and they kissed. It was like deliberate. You can't take it back.
Right.
I don't even know where you go from here.
Right. And that's really the big thing is like the implications this could have can either take the story as far as their relationship either in a good direction or a bad direction. Of course, given the type of story T-Bait is, I would assume it would be for the better. But of course, you can never know. You can assume one thing, but the other, result happens. But as far as the family goes, let's touch on them because I do want to get Trent's thoughts on that whole incident with Tess and Arthur. So let's talk on the family just a little bit while we wait for Trent to get back. So the family finally met each other after it seems how many years has it been? Like
I mean,
what, like 6 years or something like that?
something like that.
It's been 6 years since like Arthur's been in the kingdom and all of that stuff, or something to that nature. So, however many years it's been, I'm pretty sure they're gonna correct me in the chat anyway. But it's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen them, and it's time the parents met. They finally met. It was a reunion between Good Sky and Varian, which was also decent enough to see, even though they didn't really interact that much in the chapter.
Right.
But it was still, nice to see because we do know they have some kind of relationship as well. But I think the funniest part to me was Arthur's parents realizing who Tess was and where
Immediately.
where she's coming from, and then looking at Arthur and then looking at Tess and then looking back like you sly dog, you sly fox, you boy. So I thought that was funny. I thought that was pretty hilarious. What was your thoughts, JC, on the whole interaction between the families and them finally meeting each other?
I mean, knowing Arthur's parents and how they have like it's their kid. So even though Arthur is a grown man in his mind, it's still their kid. So like they
Right.
literally, from as soon as they saw Tess and saw her come in the room, they were like, "What's going on? There's something here."
Mm-hmm.
And they figured it out from the jump, and they started just putting it in the air like, "Hey, you know what? If you want to just marry this one, make
That's
us
true.
royalty, go ahead and do
true.
it."
That's true.
I mean, they were throwing it out there, and even what's his name? Is it Varian?
Yeah, Varian. Varian
Yeah.
been throwing it out there ever since Arthur was a
He
kid.
been throwing it. He like, you want to, go ahead and become part of the family. Just go ahead and do it.
Right,
Like,
Varian been throwing it out. Varian been like, yo, this ship is going to sell whether y'all like it or not.
And from what I'm seeing, Tess is going with it too. So I mean, everybody's putting it in the air. She went ahead and jumped the ship. I mean, there were a few
Yeah.
people in the harem, but she's already just like, I mean, how do you catch up? How could anybody catch up at this point?
Right. So
I mean, Arthur did save her life technically.
yeah, I mean, he saved her life twice. So granted, you can say something like that was bound to happen, but I'm like, well, not really. I mean, because Arthur saved plenty of people before. But none of them really has that kind of relationship that him and Tess has at the same time as well. So, Sarah, what was your thoughts when the parents finally met each other and everybody was introduced and stuff like that? And he's still playing COD. All right. God
But I
damn
mean,
it.
like let's put it this way, right?
Yeah.
So like, oh shoot. It was like I guess I kind of thought like they had met before, but this is the first time I was reading. I was like, have they not ever met before? Like,
Nah.
it's
Like they
you would have
they know
thought
of
they
each
would
other.
have.
Right, they know of each other, but they haven't
Right.
like met.
I mean, for Arthur's parents to like, if I'm not mistaken, it's been a while, but they let him stay there. Like they gave him permission. Like, hey, you're fine, so you can stay there and train. He did ask for that, right?
What you talking about? When
As in, like because they lost him for a while, and he was with Sylvia, and then he was with Tess and her family, the royal family, Then
Right.
he did contact them, right, and say like, "Hey, I'm fine. Everything's fine. We're
Yeah.
here training."
Yeah.
So I mean, you would think like they would have had met or talked or something within that time, but they just never have. And it takes like both their kids getting injured for them to even come to the school and be like, "Oh, this is the first time meeting. What's up?" I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I was gonna say it was kind of awkward, but it didn't really seem awkward. Seeing them interact with each other, it more seemed like just your son saved our daughter twice now, and we're very grateful. And it just seems like the overall moment itself was just a happy moment, for everybody meeting each other. But as we know, most of them was just there out of concern for Arthur and how he's doing and everything like that. But speaking,
Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
But was Kathleen awkward though?
I mean, was she awkward?
That straight face,
But
just never showing emotion.
That's
It's
her
just like,
character,
girl,
though, man. That's her character. She doesn't show emotion.
Great chapter.
Great chapter. Okay, you finished.
Indeed. So,
All right. So go ahead and tell us your thoughts on the kiss, bro.
I like she took advantage of my guy.
You say you like how she took advantage?
Yeah, of course, take charge, baby girl. He wasn't gonna do it.
She took initiative.
Yeah.
I
he
mean,
wasn't gonna do it.
somebody in
He
chat
had
said
his
sexual assault.
Lothar.
Well, was it indeed sexual assault, people?
In
Only
2021?
Only if
Yes.
they don't want it.
I mean, did he want it? I mean, I don't know. I mean, you could say he technically didn't because he doesn't.
Yeah, I would say no, he did. I would say he would not have made the move if she hadn't made it.
Oh yeah, he
But-
no way he wouldn't have made it.
She also does not know that he's like,
Yeah,
a grown man. Basically.
right. He doesn't know that. Yeah, she doesn't know that. So technically, that's not
He
her
knows
fault.
now.
She doesn't know he's a grown man.
No, she don't know now. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but he knows. I said he knows now that.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
she
yeah.
has a type of
Yeah,
feeling.
he know he a grown man. I'm just saying she don't. So like she doesn't think that it's an abnormal.
True. So, what implications do you think this is gonna have on their relationship going forward? You think they're gonna be a little more awkward to each other? You think Arthur's gonna be like, I can't do that with you. I'm still living in a 40-year-old mindset. Regardless of if I like you or not, I can't really do that. Or you think he's just gonna be like, you know what? Even though I'm like in a 40-year-old mindset, I care about this girl and everything. I almost pretty much got myself killed just to make sure she stayed alive. So you know what? YOLO, whatever.
He's gonna shut it down now and maybe possibly try to re-up later.
What you think, Sarah?
Like to rephrase the question for me one more time.
Do you think Arthur is going to? Well, do you think their relationship is going to change for the worse? Like Arthur's going to be like, I don't really know how to be around
React
you now.
to this.
Yeah, react. You think he's going to kind of shun her away, or do you think it's going to be one of those happier times to where he's just going to be like, you know what? Regardless if I'm like in a 40-year-old mindset or whatever,
It is what it is.
Right, it is what it is, man. I mean, I risked my life for this girl twice now. I didn't have to. Friend or not, right? Friend or not, I didn't have to risk my life, but I did.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna be cool about it. He's gonna be like, well, that happened. Back to sleep.
Back to sleep. Oh, so you think you're just gonna pass? Nah, ain't no passing out after that, fam.
Blood rushing to his head, dog.
Hey, nah, man. I can't. If that man goes to sleep after that and just be like, whatever, that's mad disrespectful. I'm sorry. That's just true disrespectful. If he just falls asleep after that, I don't feel bad for her. I'd be like, man, look, you might not deserve that, baby girl. You deserve better. That would be cold blooded. What you think, JC?
I think you should stay off of Turtle Me's Twitter. Not Twitter, Instagram.
Who, me?
It's anybody.
Oh.
If you don't want to know the initial reaction.
Oh.
But anyways, all I'm gonna say is this: like, Arthur is grown in
Mm-hmm.
his mind at least, but at the
Right.
same time, he still has those tendencies
Right.
of he's still young. His body's still young. So I think it's something that's gonna blow over, but not as much as he'd want it to.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's never gonna forget that kiss. Like she's like I think she's number one on the tier list of women, like Hera.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she lost the fights, but she number one in fighting. But anyways, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. What I'm saying, like, it's gonna be a while. Like Arthur's gonna be like he sees Tess as something different, even it is still just a friendship. He
Mm-hmm.
still sees her as different, and he's gonna see her even more after this. Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody else got to catch up. They even think that they have a chance.
So, do you think there? Do you think Arthur just gonna go ahead and quote unquote bend the knee? Of course, not like put a ring over, but just bend the knee and be like, "Yo, let's just get together, man." Do y'all think that's something that's gonna happen in the next chapter,
Can't
or
tie
maybe
my man
maybe the
down like that.
what do you mean?
Look, if the parents would have found out,
They
then
would have been excited.
I mean, yeah, they've been excited, but I'm saying like the parents don't know what happened, so therefore there's no obligation royally, as in like, okay, you did this happened between you and my daughter, so therefore they don't know that part.
Mm-hmm.
But if they did know that, then yeah, it might be a little bigger deal. But that's why you came after hours.
Hey, man, sometimes that's the best time to come after hours.
That is all right in my head. I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's see. Sheena said we'll see next chapter if Arthur will push Tess away from the kiss or will they not see each other for a while because of the embarrassment. Yeah. That's definitely going to be something to think about. Trent, are you there? I know some.
Indeed, I am, sir.
Okay. Well, what do you think about all this, man? I need. As far as do you think Arthur's gonna bend a knee, bro? Now, not just not marrying, but just like being like, yo, you gonna be bae or whatever the case.
Yeah, I kind of think of it into a sense of where kind of JC was coming from. Like, yes, he's old in the mind or more experienced in the mind, but it's not like, I don't know, it's hard because I guess at first I was coming from like he's an old guy trapped in a kid's body type thing, but he's basically kind of reincarnated and re-experiencing life. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of unfair to say I kind of agree that he's gonna have those like thoughts about her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like just because he's not gonna be able to fight that part of him as a basically a new life. Basically going through that stage of life again. I think he'll probably be conflicted on it, but he'll eventually act on it. Like, well, who else is he gonna get with? Unless he ever goes back to his original. He can't ever go back to his original body. I'm assuming if he was killed.
Right.
So.
I mean, he got Kathleen. He got.
No, I just mean like it's gonna always be somebody his new age range.
Right.
Because even when you could say even if he waited till he was 30, that means he's got even more experience on his mind. If he lived to 40 in his first life and whatever, and then this motherfucker's 70 in the mind. So he eventually he's gonna be. He's just gonna have to be like, okay, this is what it is.
I mean, Christian said that in the light novel, kids get married at an early age.
I ain't ready for that yet.
Yeah, it sounds like in their verse, arranged marriages isn't out of the possibility.
Yeah, arranged marriages is definitely probably a thing in this world. So, I mean, could this just be an arranged marriage in the making? Like, whether they like it or not?
I wouldn't say whether they like it or not. They would like. It seems like they're.
I mean, of course, Arthur has too much pull to be swindled like that.
Right. Seem like they care enough about the individual.
Yeah, so it definitely wouldn't be that. I mean, of course, given what we seen in this chapter, all of them would be ecstatic and hyped for it. But yeah, but Arthur has too much pull with everyone to be swindled like that. So that's not really a thing. But I kind of agree with y'all. I don't think like nothing immediate is going to happen, but I do think eventually he will bend the knee. He will bend the knee and be like, "Yo, let's be together." Blah blah blah. I do think that's gonna happen. I don't know when, but it's going to happen, man. It just seems foretold at this point, man. I don't really know what to say. It's just like, how many more instances do we need to see? Like, what else is there that we need to be convinced of that this is something that's bound to happen eventually?
I don't know. There's so many things that could happen with the story. Like, I mean, what if the story just takes like a left, and forget about love. Like, there's
What, she dies
like,
or something?
I mean, I don't know if she'll die, but I'm just saying, like, what if? I mean, there's a new continent out there. Like, what if something happens with them, and they're at war or something? Like, there's so many things that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like for this story, like from the beginning of it, it wasn't all action, but there's a lot of action with the story, and this is kind of, I'm not gonna say the first time. This is the time they kind of just, it's a very similar story to the school time arcs that we're usually seeing, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's gonna stay that way for long. So I'm waiting for it to kind of catch us off guard. Everything's kind of been to the norm, except for the kiss, which wasn't to the norm. But wait for something to catch us off guard here.
Hmm. Yeah, let's see. Christian's laughing, so I don't know what he's heing about. Maybe about something one of us said. Let's see. David
Now,
said, "Oh, go ahead, go ahead."
I was just gonna let me ask you guys this.
Mm-hmm.
And at the chat's opinion as well. What do you guys think? And this is just a random thought, and I'm not really actually giving a damn about. If you guys, what do you guys think about going to T-bait maybe monthly, because it's seeming like it's going to be taking like the time taking route. Not even in a bad way, because the chapters are fine, but not as much as happening in a short span. You know, what do you guys think about that?
T-Bait seems to be taking its time with the chapters, as in like they aren't in any hurry to speed through a chapter. Like
Right.
they aren't afraid to like
Right.
have half a chapter be
Develop.
half a chapter in the light novel be a full chapter in the webtoon. So I mean, I don't know.
I mean,
It just
personally,
And
I
say,
like.
obviously, we could pick something else up as well, but I was just saying in general.
I mean, as far as pacing goes, I don't mind the pacing or anything like that. I mean, it's better pacing than what we've been getting as far as some series go. I ain't saying no names, but whatever.
You know what? I should have like. Let's be honest right here. Let's be honest. A quick honest segment here. I never should have lost that bet. Like if the author of Soul Leveling was a better story writer, I would have never lost that bet. Wow. But anyway,
this man said if the author was a better story writer. That's cold blooded, JC.
I mean, it is what it is. You gotta call it how you see it.
Oh man, that's cool. Let's see. Hold on. I was reading David's comment. It was something. All right. Tess acting like the booty warrior from Boondocks towards Arthur. She. Oh man. I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's just that I was talking about Boondocks.
What was it? What did he say? I like it and I want you.
Yeah, pretty much. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours.
He didn't get a choice. She didn't ask.
Yeah, he didn't even get a choice. He didn't get a choice. Sheena said if Arthur doesn't like Tess, but in the future he'll likely fall for her. Maybe. I think he's gonna. Look, man, after this kiss, he's definitely definitely
how
gonna
old
feel.
are they like right now? Like 12?
13 to 14.
13, 14?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I mean, like he understands. He's already went through this before, so eventually the hormones start kicking in. He go through puberty, and then the body will start giving in.
Oh yeah, I mean, let's see. Micah says 13 and 12. Okay, so Arthur would be 12. Tess is 13. So I mean, like I said, if they have arranged marriages in this, like y'all was saying, then that's probably damn near legal age for them to be arranged to get married, because I know a lot of arranged marriages happen when kids are around that age.
Look, T-Bay's not gonna let me down. I'll tell you right now. This whole school arc won't
Okay,
last forever.
okay. So what do you want to happen for this not to let you down?
Look, all I'm saying is, I mean, like, they started hinting towards the what's the word I'm looking for? Whatever new world is out there, they were investigating, getting information towards, that they were finding little quote unquote drones that were getting information. So I mean, like, and then went to the school arc. It's a quiet time. It's even though Arthur got hurt, could have died, and Tess could have died, it's still quiet time. You're still having the normal interactions. So I feel like something's gonna have to shake it up. I'm not sure if it's gonna be war, or somebody's gonna die, or for whatever reason, something's gonna shake it up.
So you think like the normal school plot is going to shake it up? Like somebody's gonna, raid the school or raid the nation and cause like a war or something?
I'm hoping for, and yes, everybody, would be another
cliche
plot.
That would be another cliche.
Plot.
So
yes,
is that what you want right now? You want another cliche? Just you don't want it to be just a peaceful school life?
Look, number one, a cliche is something that is, I mean, like, it happens all the time. It happens more times than not. I mean, I wouldn't say that scenario is cliche, but it's something that we've all seen before. But I still want it to happen because I don't want the school arc to last for that long. It's what it is.
Okay, so how much longer are you guessing the school arc is gonna last?
I mean,
or that you want it to last. Let's put it that way, because we don't know how much longer we have. So let's just say, how many more chapters do you want the school arc to last?
I mean,
as far as just a slice of life.
Only thing I want to see from the school arc is Arthur teaching the class, so I could see how he teaches the class and how much he can progress it, and probably, I mean, him training in that new facility that was built for him, and maybe if I got some, some other, what is it? The I can't remember their names. Whatever the squad he's on right now.
Disciplinary committee.
Yeah, disciplinary committee.
Yeah,
and see some of their powers. But I mean, I give it like 10 chapters before I'm like thoroughly fed up and like get it over with.
Well, what if like some good things happen in that 10 chapters, and you, no matter what happens in those 10 chapters, you'll still be like, nah, get it out of here. It's time to get away from it.
It could, but I can't think of anything that's offhand that I'd be like, okay, let me expound upon this.
Like, what about just like they go on I guess I could just say, all right, so let's just say they go on like a field trip or something, or they have like a school tournament arc or something like that. You wouldn't be hyped for that? You'll be kind of down on the school tournament arc, or school versus another school or something like that?
Okay, school versus another school, yes. Tournament arc between people who are already there, not so much. Like, I mean, like, Lucas is the only thing that could entice me again. See how Arthur deals with that, but he can't beat Lucas right now. So without being nerfed, so I mean,
granted, that's true. That is all true.
Okay. I'm gonna say the caveat is, if this was like kill or be killed, I mean, Static Void is broken.
Static Void is broken. But
so if he was a kill or be killed, Lucas don't stand a chance. But
Static Void is only broken depending on how long he can use it for.
I mean, right now, what is it? I mean, he literally walked across the battlefield, and before he could use like 4 seconds.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, I guess 4 seconds is enough to like pretty much kill somebody with one shot if you really wanted to, depending on
I'm talking about when he was a kid, when he first.
Oh
used
wait, I don't think it was 4. I think it was like 2. Was it like 2 or 3 seconds or something like that?
Oh well, I mean, when he first used it as a kid, this time he used it. He didn't run across the battlefield. He literally walked from where he was to where Tess was, and then released it.
But
Like,
how?
I mean,
But how far was he from Tess? Like, 'cause that might have seemed long, but it probably wasn't that far away.
Okay, give me if it was just 5 seconds.
It was definitely far away.
Okay, so you saying all right? So how many seconds you thinking, Trent? Like how long do you
In
think
seconds,
it
I don't
took?
know, but we know a flying mythical beast was not about to make it in time. And
You're right.
But this was a blast that was already in route to hitting her. I mean, the only way he was gonna make it was time stopping.
Yeah. So he could have been a good distance. It
So I'm
seemed like
saying,
it wasn't in sight. She wasn't within sight of him.
So I'm saying, like, you had was it Glory that saw the blast and started flying towards it, trying to get there. And how many seconds do you think it took her to get there? But then Arthur literally was drained of mana already, and literally walked from one side to the other. I mean, if he would have ran, he would never have got there. So I mean, like, look, if he wanted to use Static Void to take out Lucas when he was that close to him, it'd have been nothing for him.
Right.
But to get from one side to the other and then not have enough energy to move Tess out the way, like, I don't know.
Now, you think it was more? Yeah, I don't know. You think it was not having enough energy to move her out the way, or that was just kind of, or maybe like he just got there just in the nick of time, or regardless, I do agree with your point. I said this a few chapters ago. The Lucas shit, like, he was just legitimately trying to flex on that thing. You know what I'm saying? And then real shit topped off, so we had to dig deep. But yeah.
I mean, as far as the whole like time thing goes, we know that he can't use it for a long time. So because if he overuses it, he gets like heavy recoil, which damn near kills him, or at least hurts him and severely like renders him useless. So it had to be something in the realm what, like 2 more seconds added to whatever he previously used. I mean, because I just can't. I don't know, man. I'm just thinking, like, if we know it gets like massive recoil, and like he passed out from the first time, so I'm just like, how much more could it have grown?
Directly too.
He also what?
Took the damage from the blast directly.
Yeah, he definitely took the blast from the damage, which I've been told was way more severe in the light novel than the webtoon. Like, I heard his ribs.
It was. I definitely read that part.
Yeah, you said his ribs and stuff was showing.
Yeah, they explained this a lot. It was more gory, and he was definitely, like, I guess the webtoon didn't want to show like the blood and his back showing, and like, he got seriously injured from that. Like,
Which I wouldn't know why, because they've shown stuff like that before.
Right.
Like when Arthur first returned after the time skip, and he was the mad swordsman or whatever, and he went to the bar and chopped the guy's fingers off. So I'm like, I don't see why they didn't show that.
Yeah, the webtoon basically said, like, from that chapter, that he used most of all of his remaining mana to shield Tess. So Tess was literally, like, wasn't unscathed, but life was nowhere near in danger, but he took the brunt of it. So, I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't show that in the webtoon. It makes no sense. So, like, maybe not as gory, but he just looked like he, had some bandages on him, and he's gonna be just fine. Like,
yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It was definitely so everybody's saying his ribs was exposed and stuff like that. So yeah, y'all still talking about arranged marriages?
I just don't know why they didn't go into the, like, when I read it, kind of skimmed through it, they didn't go through the whole, like, international incidents. Like literally, it's the Prince of Earth
Right.
could have killed the elf princess. Like that's a war. Like they didn't go into that. I'm not sure why.
Right, but the thing is, it was also already under the basis that the only reason why she was put in so much danger was because of the core hadn't assimilated yet.
Right, and that's the only reason she fainted. If she could have, I'm pretty sure she could have at least blocked it or dodged it if she wasn't having problems with her core.
Good Sky's fault. That's her fault.
Oh my god.
I mean, she even admitted, like, in the story, like,
but no one could have known that was gonna happen. Like, no one could have known that her beast will was gonna act up at that
okay,
precise
look,
time.
I mean, I'm just going by what the story said.
Okay,
Like,
all right.
this was the day after she had incorporated the beast will, and what Good Sky says, she could have told Glory that, hey, she is assimilating a beast will, so don't put her in the fight.
But it was a secret because nobody knew how she got the beast will.
It don't matter how she knew she got it. Who cares how she got it?
Well,
She
it
has
might
it
it
now.
might be major ramifications. Who knows? Like, who knows? That could start like some kind of international beef. Like, oh, this is first of all, we don't know how rare it is for Elder Guardian and a beast will of Elder Guardian. We have no idea how rare that would be, or how rare that is, or how good that is.
Right.
So
And it's S-Class, right?
yeah, it's an S-Class thing. So we don't know, like, and then so let's say it's a very rare thing, right? Let's just go
Right.
ahead. Let's just say having that particular beast will is very rare. How would that beast will come about? I mean, even Varian was like, "How did you even get that?" He was like, "I killed one, of course. That was the only
Exactly.
way." So it's like,
Right, but that's because they know that they didn't provide it. Like, if
Yeah.
you were to just supply the general populace with, that's some shit that the elves already had. You can almost line it up because the nature in which the beast is
Right.
kind of like, I wouldn't say elven, but like you could say that it may be found where they live or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think in general, I don't know, man. I think in general, as far as like the whole waging war thing or whatever, it was almost just at that point unnecessary to even say, just because it clearly wasn't going to happen. And when it comes to like the whole Tess and art situation, I kind of lost my train of thought there.
Okay, let me ask you both some questions here, right?
all right.
This is a S-Class Beast Will Guardian Spirit, right? Correct?
Right. Correct.
Arthur, who has literally his own S-Class Beast Will Spirit, knows how hard it is to assimilate it, but he gives us the test.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say, bro. My bad. I don't.
You go ahead.
When it comes to that, Good Sky basically had a whole bunch of shit that, like, not only is she running the show, but that was a whole bunch of shit that was unfactored that she basically had to deal with. Like, and in reality, you could say art is the like future changing wrench almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that she could have predicted anything that was gonna happen that day. Like, you're not gonna expect promoting a student same day into being a teacher and all this other kind of crap popping off, and then in that case, then the teacher wanting to then test art, and you know what I'm saying, that's just a trickle down effect of shit that just happened.
Right.
And then not only that, like you said, just her getting that big of a beast core in general. Like, she couldn't necessarily keep her from classes, but from the extent of their training, she was obviously cleared enough to, just leave the vicinity in general.
Right.
Just not clear enough to push herself to that extent. And not only that, Tess kind of made the fuck up because, she kind of felt the notion to stop early, and then she was like, "Fuck it, we gonna keep riding." You know what I'm saying?
Look, all I'm gonna say is, like, Good Sky has her own Beast Will. She should have known 100% how hard it is to incorporate one, and she definitely knew the type of Beast Will Tess was incorporating. So she should have known, like, hey, the next day is not the time to try to, fight somebody. Like, he has her own Beast Will. Arthur has his own S-class beast wheel because it's a dragon that most people haven't seen or don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
Like they all should have. Like Arthur's has a mind of a grown man. I'm not sure why he gave her his beast wheel that almost killed him. Good Sky was helping her incorporate it. She definitely knew how strong it was. She has experience and she has her own beast wheel. And
Mm-hmm.
then Tess at the same time has seen her grandfather and Arthur deal with the beast wheel that Arthur was dealing with. Like you, all this stuff incorporated. Everybody should have had a level head at some point and say, "Hey, you should be fighting the next day."
I mean, yeah. If Good Sky knew Tess was gonna fight the next day, I'm pretty sure she would have said, "Hey, don't do it." But even she said she didn't know that was going to happen. Like,
Yeah,
no,
but even she said she should have told the teacher about it. She should still glory about it. She should even say,
so
"I should have told
so
Glory that this
any.
was going on."
Uh, I mean, I get it. I agree, but at the same time, it's like I can't fault her too much because this wasn't a planned thing. I can't fault Good Sky that much because it wasn't something that was supposed to happen. This was an impromptu thing. Now, can we blame Tess? Yes, we can put blame on Tess because Tess
I
should
get
know.
you.
We can put blame on Tess because Tess should know. But I can't really put a lot on Good Sky because it's like she didn't know that was gonna happen.
Yo, but the class is
And this
literally.
guy undoubtedly told her, "Yo, don't push it." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would assume she said something like that, like don't push it. You know, you got
Right.
it takes time. So, but granted, I
was
mean,
not-
Tess didn't ask for the fight. You know, she was thrown in it, but she should have said something or did something. You know, and even Arthur. I mean, for that case, we can put blame on Arthur as well because it seems Arthur knew that the Beast will acted up before.
Yes.
So if that's the case, if Arthur knew she already started the assimilation process, then Arthur should have been like, "Yo, hey, you sure you're okay? You sure you wanna
Oh look,
you don't wanna
I'm saying
tag out something like?"
I'm putting blame on everybody who knew about it because it wasn't like Tess wasn't in a class that was going to do battle. This whether it was the first day, the second day, the third day, it took Arthur forever. And Arthur's basically, you know, a semi genius in that.
But there's one thing. Does it depending on the class and power of the Beast Will? Is it easier for Tess than it was for Arthur since Arthur's Beast Will is way more you know, I don't want to say stronger, but well it is stronger, but way more let's just say stronger. It's just stronger than Tess's Beast Will. So maybe his took more. On top of that, he was a kid and his mana core wasn't even like nowhere near as developed as Tessa's mana core is right now. Could that also say something that it is easier for her and her process rather than Arthur? Because when Arthur was going through his process, he was a kid and his mana core was nowhere near what Tessa's mana core is now, as far as how trained it is and the growth and all of that. So that could give a reason. That could give a reason, bro.
I would counter that by saying like Sylvia, which is not Sylvie, but Sylvia willingly gave Arthur this beast will. It was an agreement.
Mm-hmm.
It was like she was giving herself to her child. It wasn't something that was foreign to Arthur, and it was something that was given to him. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, it was a struggle for Arthur to basically tame it, but it was something that was given to him. Like Tessia was giving something that was Arthur had to defeat. Arthur gave to her, but it wasn't anything she was familiar with. Sylvia wasn't like hostile towards Arthur,
Mm-hmm.
but the Beast Will was definitely not trying to be tamed by Tess.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like Lothar said, it took what? It took days before Arthur suffered the effects. So, I mean, And
That's what I'm
also,
saying.
like Vikram said, Tess is more compatible with her will than maybe Art probably was with his.
Right.
So I mean, like I said, it is a thing to think about. Like she probably had an easier time getting the process at least started. But granted that her compatibility and her core is more developed and refined and all of that stuff, it probably took effect a lot quicker than they probably realized. That could be a thing.
I mean, I give it to you. She might quote unquote tame it faster than Arthur did, but at the same time, she felt the effects faster because, like you said, her core is more developed because she is older. She has, had a lot more training.
Hmm.
So with her grandfather and and her experience seeing Arthur go through it, and then even Good Sky being as old as hell as she is,
Hmm.
should have known these things. Like she should have been like, okay, at least I would expect her at least say, hey, you know what? For a few days, chill out.
Yeah, yeah. Um. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, it's just one of those things that I guess at this point in time we're never gonna know unless
Very true.
maybe like an anime comes out and they do like filler and give us more information as things are happening and going on. But the JC, did you read the light novel of that particular chapter? Did it say anything regarding their I guess their talks about the Beast Wheel or whatever the case?
No. As you might or might not know, I am very lazy, so I kind of skimmed the
Okay.
parts of the actual, Arthur getting hurt.
Uh huh.
But after that, I was kind of over it.
Okay, so you just want to say okay. So
I didn't
people.
get to the part where he was in a hospital bed or anything like that.
Okay, so people in the chat, light novel readers in the chat, this is where it's your time to shine yet again. During the light novel, during these past however many chapters it's been, was there any indication on the assimilation process with Tess on would it be easier for her or harder for her given, you know, what we've experienced and seen with Arthur? Is that something that was explained or is that just, are we just using head canon at this point? I'm pretty sure we're probably just using head canon. But I do want to know, like, was anything said about Tessa's Beast Will and how long it was going to take her to get everything straight? Richard said, "Turtle me like the foreshadow. Remember the dungeon when they got her from Sylvia's will attached. She's not a wild beast." Vikram said it wasn't explicitly mentioned. Christian said it's a spoiler to talk about Tess assimilation. Okay. All right, so it's a spoiler to talk about it. So, okay, well, if it's a spoiler to talk about it, then we're just gonna don't nobody say nothing. Don't say nothing. We don't want to hear it. Look forward to the future chapters. How many future chapters? How many future chapters? Is it that many? Is it far away, people? Is it far away or is it close?
Man, what I've been seeing in
Don't
Discord,
Yeah, go ahead.
it's real. Like
It's real
the
far
pacing
away.
they're going, that like we
Shit.
might get done with this story in 10 years. So, bro, it's gonna be it's One Piece level.
David
That's what I'm
says.
saying. That's
David
what I'm
says.
saying.
Look, don't you start with that One Piece because we will slander. David said probably 6 or 7 chapters.
Goat piece.
Stop.
No such thing.
Mid piece.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It has
mid
its
piece?
flaws. Let's not act like it's not a. It's not.
No. One Piece is good, but
I never said One Piece wasn't good. One Piece
I
is
said
good.
One Piece is good, but they take one good chapter and they will run with that shit for like 10
10
weeks
chapters.
in a row. Like you
Like,
remember that one time with Doflamingo? You remember that one time with Luffy? You remember that one time when Sanji did that one thing? Like, bro, they
ain't
eat
lying.
off One Piece. One chapter of One Piece, they eat off that mug for 3 weeks.
Look what you
4
did.
weeks.
Trent. Look what you did. You started
Anyways,
it. You started it.
then they have like 20 mid chapters in a row. You're like,
Oh man. So I don't know, man. So It's one of those things, but it looks like it's not too far away. We might get some information on that. Yes, he did have one hell of a first day. Arguably one of the worst first days you can ever have at school. So, definitely a messed up day. All y'all talking off One Piece. Yeah. Hey man, look. One Piece is a love-hate relationship with a lot of people. One Piece. 10 chapters.
I just don't get it.
What you don't get, JC?
I mean, like, One Piece is good. Don't get me wrong, and it is the most popular for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't think they're like. There seems to be something out there that can we take it out, like as in the number one series.
Mm-hmm.
Like it shouldn't take that much, but
no, it's not the number one series for me. It's just the.
No, I mean, not
it's
for
just
me,
a
but I'm
good
talking about popularity. Like,
Yeah.
what's gonna be the next series that takes over number one spot? There's nothing in the horizon right now.
I mean, technically, if you want to go with the
Clearly,
series that took over,
Oh,
Well-
Kaizen, watching it is great, but like the manga, people aren't on it like One Piece.
The manga's growing, bro.
look,
Manga's
manga-
cool.
I mean,
hear
manga's
about
gonna
it,
grow
but-
after the anime, but like, if we want to go with something that's already taken over, Demon Slayer, bro. Demon Slayer took over a long time ago and still like number one in Japan right now. So
I mean, I get Demon Slayer, but Demon Slayer, like after
Yeah.
the anime, it's a rise, a great rise, and then it's a total decline. It's already ended. By the
yeah,
way.
but it's still number one, fam. Like,
I mean, it's number one because the animation was great. But but if they can't
Slayer
fix
is
that
hot.
story,
look,
towards the end,
look
yeah.
in the West, yes, that's how a lot of people feel in the West. Not over there. Over there, Demon Slayer is king right now. Like One Piece
Because
has
it's a
been
new kid on the
dethroned.
block, man.
One Piece has been dethroned. No, not really. You can't even say that because
I'm
Attack on
on
Titan.
Saturday.
I'm going to see the
Look.
movie Thursday. But even Attack on Titan, man, and a lot of people love Attack on Titan, the manga, and Attack on Titan has never dethroned One Piece. No matter
Well, okay,
how
yeah.
much it sells. The same
Wait,
with
is
Kingdom.
the Demon Slayer movie in theaters?
Yeah, it's gonna be in theaters.
In
If
dub or
if
sub?
both.
Wow.
Both.
I mean, the train arc is great. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's excellent. Don't get me wrong.
We don't know what's gonna happen.
That was great. But I'm telling you right now,
How did we get to Demon?
in the next 3 years, when Demon Slayer starts to fade out, and One Piece is still going strong because Oda don't know how to stop a series. One Piece will still be going strong again.
Oh my goodness. Yo, you just love ragging on One Piece every chance you
I
get.
was saying,
huh?
was Luffy have Gear 5 by 3 years from now? I just don't know.
He probably gonna have Gear 5 in his arc, fam. I don't know what you
I
talking about.
hope so, because he better not. If he defeats a Yonko without going Gear 5, I swear
No.
to
You
God,
calling
No.
BS?
I'm setting
No.
everything on fire.
Yeah, but doesn't he
It's
have
already
King's
shown.
Hockey or what you
Right,
call
it's
it?
the Ryu.
He's had King's Hockey forever.
But
he literally just explained how he knows
How do
basically the secret behind Kaido's strength, basically using
Rio?
hockey in not Rio, but King's hockey in combat. His not if you I don't know if you guys have.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he was just knocking Kaido around. I don't think he needs to necessarily.
He's coating his body the Conqueror's Hockey.
No, he's basically blending it's basically blending the Ryu and the basically blending the armament hockey with the King's hockey, and I guess Ryu. I'm not 100% sure, but my point is basically I don't even care about a Gear 5. I would like to see a Devil Fruit Awakening, but I don't think he's gonna beat
That
Kaido
too.
by himself anyway. Like
And
they're gonna
it is about time for Luffy to have a Devil Fruit Awakening.
Yeah, they gotta
Not
drop
1v1. I can't. He just barely beat Katakuri, and he didn't win that fight. So-
They low key nerf categories so Luffy can win that, fam. I don't care what nobody says.
He didn't win. Literally, Katakuri standing over him at the end of the fight. He's like, okay, I guess you won, and fell down. Like, bro,
Again, they nerf category so Luffy can quote unquote
Come
win
on.
that, fam.
And
It was
then
no
he
way
ran away
possible.
from Big Mom after that.
It was
so
no way possible Luffy was.
I get
supposed to
he
be
had a
Katakuri.
little bit of training and everything, but come on now.
Man,
Come on now.
Come on, fam.
Come on now.
Say
Anyway, that's
right.
One Piece. He better not beat him. Not right now. Come back to try again.
Look, man. Christian say JC and Trent need to do their own One Piece pod. No, because there would be too much slander. They would never.
I want to slander One Piece. Like I tried to do
JC,
One Piece at one point, and I just kept slandering. I was like,
that's what
because
I'm saying.
a lot of
They couldn't
stories
do it.
just don't make sense. If people don't want to talk about it, they want to talk about the good parts of One Piece, and I get it.
Hey, I just put in there. I was thinking of doing discussion.
We could do. I'll do discussions with y'all. I'll even catch up and read it and do discussion. But I'm kind of like JC. I would probably low key slander it. I don't know.
I hate on it all the time. I love reading it, but it's
I'm
just
fine with
like, damn.
And I don't want to slander it. But yeah. So any more? let's get back to the beginning after. Predictions for next chapter, man. Predictions for 1-on-2. What you gonna think happen? What you guys think gonna happen? Sarah,
I think.
Oh, go ahead, Jason.
Oh, go ahead, Sarah. What do you mind? I think it's gonna go back to normal type situation. He's gonna start teaching classes because it probably might give me a little time skip, and then I'm gonna say the scabbers were useless. By the way, anyways, that's enough.
Okay, Sarah. Any predictions for the next chapter?
They're gonna kiss. Elijah's gonna walk into this
Oh my god.
and then beat the shit out of Arthur while he's down.
Oh my god. You touched the moon, now you kiss the moon? Oh my god. Who are you,
Makes
man?
sense.
Who are you? Trent, any predictions for next chapter?
Nah, pacing's so slow. I don't really have no predictions.
Oh my god.
I can't even vouch he gets out of bed.
True. Very true.
I'm laughing because it's not necessarily wrong, but
Okay.
man, it's craziness. Vikram said, "How do we think Arthur is going to respond?"
He wasn't ready. He's gonna respond like any teenager, like, "Hey, back up off me. This is not what I expected."
He will.
What did you say?
I can't answer that question.
What did you say, Sarah?
I think it's a blend of both things.
You
He
think?
might say back up off me, but he may in the back of his mind like. But go ahead, sir.
Sarah?
Probably just push him off, like push her off, like JC said.
Do you think that he's?
Or he might just wrap his arms around her, pull asunder.
Oh my lord!
That's
this,
a negative battle, man.
this man Sarah wants them to have babies already, bro. I think it's probably gonna be like he's gonna be. Oh my goodness! I think he's gonna be shocked. I don't think he's really gonna have a reaction, like just a shock reaction. I think that's the most he's gonna have because I think Tess is probably gonna run out. You know, she's gonna finish the kiss and then just run out of the room really quickly before he can ever say anything. I'm gonna go with the cliche moment. So yeah, that's what I think is gonna happen. That's it. So before we head out of here, y'all already know what we rating the chapter, man. Scale 1 to 10. What we rating it?
10 out of 10. It was wholesome.
Yeah, I would say a 9.
9. Okay.
Giving that 8.5.
It was wholesome.
Well, why the 8.5, JC?
I mean,
I like it, JC, but
it was a good chapter. It was nice to see everybody there, but it was just the test thing kind of threw me a little bit. Came out of nowhere, actually.
Okay. That was a bad thing. That it came.
I'm not gonna say it was a.
Did it really come out of nowhere?
Like, yeah. Like yes, she showed off that she was kind of jealous of, is it Claire? Something? What's her name?
Claire.
Redhead.
Claire.
Yeah, her name is Claire. Claire. Jealous of Claire every now and then. Like they had a few moments where they first met, but the kiss, like it takes somebody bold to throw out a kiss out of nowhere when
that's bold,
you haven't
man.
really.
It's a
established.
bold move, man.
So 8.5, but it was a good chapter.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a 9, man. A strong, solid 9. And the only reason I'm giving it a 9 because I want to see the aftermath of after that kiss, but I had to wait a whole nother week. And David said a 6.5, but I give it an 8 out of 10 just because Tess being a booty warrior in these streets of beginning. Oh my god.
Booty warrior, huh?
Oh my goodness. Sheena gives it a 9.5. Lothar gives it an 8. Ryan gives it a 9. Christian gives it a 10. Micah gives it a 10. Edward gives it an 8.5. Vikram gives it a 9. Engineer's best friend gives it a 9.5. So pretty much it's mainly 9s. A few 8s in there, but for the most part it's pretty much a 9. All right, so that's gonna be it for tonight's show. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel. Also sub to everybody else's channels. Those links are in the description below. And tomorrow is solo leveling, people. Speaking of solo leveling, Trent.
Yes, sir.
Seraph.
Sir.
Where are y'all at on Omniscient Reader, bro?
I'm probably farther than Sarah.
Ooh,
Probably
take
farther
that,
than me.
take that.
Sarah, where you at for? I was just capping. I don't even know.
I haven't even read it in a while, I'll be honest.
Oh my god. What is a while,
Rough
Seraph?
estimate. Rough
Right.
estimate.
What chapter, bro? Because you was almost done when we last talked. You was almost caught up.
Yeah, since then. Because I haven't read it since.
Now, here's the question. Is the webtoon what site called?
Webtoon's at 43.
Yeah, 40.
I'm just gonna reread it. I'll take the time to try and finish it in a day.
Yeah. You Biden, Trent.
Yo.
Yeah.
Still button.
Yeah, you still Biden.
Oh boy. Nope.
It's like
Extreme
T-Pain, bro.
robot. Are you outside right now, bro?
I don't know where yet.
Perhaps.
You sounded great just now.
Okay. Well, I said I can't remember what the fuck I said. I'm in high 20s.
Well, people, there will be no Omniscient Reader discussion tomorrow. You heard it here first.
Hey man, what's up, y'all? Y'all trying to live stream that motherfucker? Man, let's get it.
You ain't even caught
Go
up.
do it.
All right, let's stream the catch up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you gonna stream the catch up? We'll watch.
I might be capping.
I know you are. You gonna pass out after this? I already know. All right, so y'all, we will catch y'all tomorrow. Hunters Association. We're gonna talk about JC's all-time favorite series in solo leveling. Sub
Hey,
to that.
JC, you want to bet for tomorrow?
Oh shit.
I'm listening.
Yeah, I mean, you name it, player.
No, I can't. I don't know where the story is going at this current moment.
I was just joking. I was just
Because the author sucks. But whatever.
No, I've actually been telling you this whole time that Sanjay was, basically bending nation rank so with ease.
Why introduce characters that your main character is going to be stronger than? It makes no sense.
But you've
Bruh,
seen it
that's like
already,
saying
JC. You've seen this before already.
Goto Ryuji don't count.
S ranks in general, bro.
Yeah, but he was stronger than them when they first were introduced. He never fought them either.
But I'm just saying, it shows you how they hype up these individuals, and these individuals become trash as far as where the story goes and what foes we end up meeting. They become trash.
But what's the point of the story then? Like, it's gotta be.
The point of the story is watching Sanjay Room become the most overpowered hunter there is.
He's stronger than everybody. He's strongest human hunter ever.
Right. That is the
Yeah,
story.
bro, that's the thing. The story ain't about him being the strongest human. It's about the extra shit. The human, like that. That's the thing. That status of being was set for him to be better than. Like
Could
that's
we
why that was there. It wasn't introduced for them to whoop their ass. That's why the other niggas are there. That's why the
could we
Monarchs are there.
not
The Wolves
get
are there.
a mid-diff fight? Like he wins still,
No,
but he gets hit a couple times. You know, not even
no, because
excessively.
then that would give high relevance to the nation rank hunters as far as maybe them. And again, the story could have went that way if he were to become dependent on the other nation ranks for help. But if he was on a closer tier, then that would mean they were on a closer tier to the Monarchs, which means that they're going to either aid in that or be able to bang with Monarchs.
I'm just saying,
that closes
right?
each power gap.
He had a low difficulty fight, and matter of fact, not even a close. It wasn't even difficulty. He didn't take a hit. So I'm saying, like, give me mid difficulty. He takes a few hits, but he still grinds it out easily. You could have had that, and then him still leveling up, because he still levels up every time he fights, anyways. You still could have had the same story, but no, you just eliminate every character that you
clean them up.
Where's Shahi in? Where's Bach? Where's Choi? Where's anybody else in the story? We don't know anything about the Monarchs. We don't know anything about the rulers. We just have nobody in the story but Sung Jin Woo and what's his name? I don't remember his name right now.
Also, I don't remember if we talked about it last week, but is Huang Dong-Su's shadow is that ranked higher than?
Yeah, he could talk too, so he's
right.
second. He might be second strongest right now.
You're right, and is that rank higher than Baru? Because it was a different type of commander, wasn't it? It was a different type of general.
I don't know. I don't think he's higher than Baru.
He's higher than Igris. Say that much.
He's higher than Igris.
Yep.
Well, there we go. Gang.
That's all you
Igris.
really want to know. That's all that man really wanted to know, was he higher than Igris.
Whoa.
And you played right into it. You played right into it. You played right into it, man. All right, y'all. We're going to catch y'all tomorrow for Solo. Hunters Association podcast. 9-ish sometime, Central Standard Time. You can go ahead and look at featured channels. That will be down there for everybody to go check out. And we're going to catch you guys later. Peace. This man, Weakris. Really? This man. No shame.
What he used to be, so I ain't worried about it.
Boy.